Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Guardians of the Galaxy video, and today what I got for you guys here is, well, my first ever video covering news and updates for the game, besides of course my initial reaction to the reveal of the game. We're going to talk about pre-order bonuses, MCU skins coming to the game, as well as essentially what it's all about. Before we get into everything though, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if at any point you enjoy the video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support and I would really appreciate it. So if you enjoy the video at any point, leaving a like rating would be awesome. And also, if you're new here and you've been looking forward to this Guardians of the Galaxy game after that reveal yesterday, well then I got you covered. I'll be making videos on all the news and updates for Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as reactions to new trailers and all sorts of fun stuff coming ahead. Game Informer just announced that their monthly cover this month is for Guardians of the Galaxy, so you know there's going to be a ton of content to cover, and I will make sure I am going to be your best source for that content. If that sounds good to you, well then also consider hitting that subscribe button as well as turning on those notifications so then you're immediately notified when a video goes live. And with all that being said, let's jump into this. Okay, so with the reveal yesterday, a ton of information, an overwhelming amount of information released online. And part of the reason that that happened is because the game is coming out this year. In fact, it's coming out in a couple of months. The release date for the Guardians of the Galaxy game is officially slated for October 26, 2021. There were a lot of rumors and rumblings that a Guardians of the Galaxy game was going to be revealed during Square Enix Presents, but I would not have ever guessed that it would be coming out this year. Let's start off with the synopsis for the game. It is described as follows: fire up Star-Lord's jet boost for a wild ride across the cosmos in a third-person action-adventure game, a fresh take on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. With the unpredictable Guardians at your side, blast your way from one explosive situation to another, with original and iconic Marvel characters caught in a struggle for the fate of the universe. You got this. Probably. So yeah, this brings me to what I believe for me is the most disappointing thing about this game when we saw it revealed, was that you can only play as Star-Lord. I think I understand the reasoning behind it in that he is sort of the anchor character, he's going to be the one making decisions, he's the one that has to be the team leader, but I feel like we could have gotten the best of both worlds here. Playing as all the Guardians when you're on the battlefield, when you're in missions, switching between them on the fly, and then when it's time to make a decision, when you gotta make a choice, you switch back to Star-Lord to do that. I just know once I get my hands on this game and I'm playing through the missions or I'm just in combat, I'm gonna look at the other Guardians and be like, damn, I wish I could play as them. There could have been a lot of potential for DLC characters to join the fray as well. We could have gotten Nova down the line, or maybe even Mantis as a playable character. That could have been so much fun, but I've actually gotten specific confirmation from the developers that there's not going to be any DLC for this game at all. And to be honest, I kind of view this as a good thing. What they mentioned to me was that their plan for the Guardians of the Galaxy game was to give you everything day one. There are no plans for additional content post-launch, which is something that is a bit disappointing, but also refreshing. I honestly can't remember the last time a AAA game came out without a single piece of DLC. So while of course I do wish that there would be additional content post-launch, I tip my hat off to Eidos Montreal for wanting to just give everyone the full experience day one. And yeah, if you needed that extra confirmation, the Guardians of the Galaxy game's Twitter page tweeted out, GOTG Game is single player, story driven, third person action adventure in an original Guardians universe. Moving on now, I want to showcase for you guys some screenshots in the game as well as the official character renders for Guardians of the Galaxy. All of these are in HD, hella clean looking, and this is a pretty game. I'm also a big fan of the fact that there is such a healthy blend, a 50-50 blend I'd even say, of the comic book take on the Guardians and the MCU take. You know, you can see through those screenshots that we potentially got Nowhere, the head of the Celestial that we got from the MCU. I'm not sure if that's the exact same thing from the MCU, but it looks very similar. But when it comes to the character designs, you know, you look at someone like Gamora and she looks very much like her comic book counterpart, the same with Drax. And I don't know, I really dig that. The character designs for me, I think they did a really great job on, especially with Star-Lord. He is the character you're playing as, the one that they're going to put the most time into, and I think they did a really good job with his design. Okay, let's say now that you're sold. You like what you hear so far, you like what you're seeing so far, you want to get this game. If you'd like to pre-order it, well, the pre-order bonus is a classic suit pack for each member of the Guardians. You got the Team Lord suit for Star-Lord, which is inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy #1 back in 2008. You got Black Vortex Gamora, which is inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy and X-Men Black Vortex Alpha #1 in 2015. You got Thanos Imperative Drax, which is inspired by the Thanos Imperative run in 2010. The Stinger Rocket, inspired by Rocket #1 in 2017. and then Impaler Groot, inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy number 8 in 2015, which is the Age of Apocalypse variant. Now try and say everything I just said there 10 times fast. So yeah, you've seen the suits, they look really good, especially the classic Star-Lord. I am absolutely going to be rocking that suit. It looks amazing. And then Rocket in a suit and some shades, are you kidding me? This makes me wish I could play as the Guardians even more. I really hope, if enough people ask for it, that somehow, someway, Eidos Montreal decides to change their mind and throw in like a free update where we could just play as the other Guardians somehow. Please, I mean, come on, it's gonna be such a missed opportunity to put Rocket in that cool of a suit and not let me get to play as the guy. But yeah, apparently there are going to be a wide variety of suits to unlock in this game, and even the pre-order suits, similar to what Insomniac did with Spider-Man, are suits that you can earn in-game. There aren't going to be any suits that specifically have to be paid for. And while we're on the topic, here's a confirmation coming from the Guardians of the Galaxy Games Twitter page. In a reply, they said, yes, we've created a wide variety of in-game unlockable outfits inspired by the Guardians' history, including some from the MCU. I am really hyped to see that. Star-Lord's design in the MCU I think is awesome, and I can't wait to see it in game. And well, if you want to get as much bang for your buck, well, there are a few editions of the game that you can get your hands on. First off, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is going to get you, of course, the full game, the Sun Lord outfit, and the City Lord outfit, as well as the official video game soundtrack that you can get as a digital download, and a digital download for the mini art book of the game. The Digital Deluxe Edition of the Guardians of the Galaxy game will run you $69.99 USD. And then there's a physical version of the Deluxe Edition known as the Cosmic Deluxe Edition, which includes everything I just mentioned, except all in physical form. So you'll get a steelbook case, a hardcover of the art book, a digital download for the soundtrack, and then once again, the Sun Lord and City Lord outfits. The Cosmic Deluxe Edition is going to cost you $79.99 US. You can see on screen right now a little bit of a breakdown, a chart of what you get in the standard edition for the game, the Digital Deluxe Edition, and the Cosmic Deluxe Edition. So I'll leave this on screen for a couple of seconds. You can pause and take a look at the breakdown and see which edition of the game you want to get your hands on. But moving on, I do want to talk about the soundtrack specifically. First off, by mentioning that for the content creators out there like myself or people who are going to be streaming this game, there will be a mode or a setting to turn off licensed music. To be honest, it kind of sucks that means you're not going to experience the game at its best, but if that means we can avoid some of the weird copyright issues that people run into on both Twitch and YouTube, then so be it. But if you're someone out there who is not going to be covering this game and is going to be able to enjoy it at its fullest, well, the Guardians of the Galaxy Twitter page mentioned that they're going to have 80s classics from Iron Maiden, Kiss, New Kids on the Block, Rick Astley, and more. You're telling me I'm about to get rickrolled in the Guardians of the Galaxy game? I swear to God. I am looking forward to my second playthrough of the game with all the music included just to see how much more fun it ends up being. And that wraps up today's news roundup, an overwhelming amount of information to go over, and I still haven't covered everything. This is just one of many videos to come covering all the news and updates for the Guardians of the Galaxy game. So as I said at the top of the video, if you want to stay up to date, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be immediately notified when a video goes live. And with that said, I want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. What excites you the most about this game and in general about all the news that we went over? I think for me, the confirmation that MCU suits are going to be in the game is pretty exciting. I can't wait to jump into photo mode and mess around with the MCU suits. But hey, sound off in the comments below, and of course, if you enjoyed this video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support and I would really appreciate it. I'm Caboose, and you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those links are going to be in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.